Hold up.
Wool up, just wool up.
I know adulting is hard, we all have to go through it. So, what can we do to be able to hack it? Hello, lovelies, and I call you lovely because no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, you are still lovely. Welcome back to my channel, which is all about mental health. Please, I am urging you to help me share these videos and this channel to as many people as you can, so that we can be able to reach out to many more people with the message of mental health. So please don't forget to like this video, comment, share to them, and don't forget to subscribe because it is free. So let's get into our video. So of course adulting is hard. We all have these different things to do. We have bills to pay, we have friends to make, we have our families, we have relationships and all of that. And it can be hard, it can be daunting, it can be stressful, it can be nerve-wracking, but of course it doesn't need to be. And if this is the case, then there's something that you can do about it, and that is what I want to talk about. The first thing that we have to remember is we do not have to have it figured out yet, because at the end of the day, no one really has life figured out. Once you reach one step, then you want to know the next step and all of that. Just as long as you are growing, then you are on the right path. The other thing is, of course, to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and it is a virtue because not most people have it. We say that we have to have patience because in this microwave generation, we expect things to happen for us within a second, and life is just not this way. There is a process for everything, and instead of just focusing on the end result, why not enjoy the ride, enjoy the process, so that even you won't even notice when you're getting to where you want to be because you were occupied. So the other thing is to be grateful about where you are at this moment. I'm sure even if maybe you're not married, maybe you don't have a job, there are things that you have accomplished. Maybe you have finished school, you have acquired a degree, you have gone from childhood to adulthood in terms of years, you have this life to live. There is something to be grateful for, and when you focus on this, then gratitude brings a sense of positivity. You get to be positive and excited about the other things that are yet to come. The other thing to do is to not compare ourselves with each other. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different abilities and interests, and maybe you may find that some other people have accomplished in one thing that maybe for you, you feel like you're still stuck, and that is totally okay. You may also be excelling in something that they miss having, because like this happened to me, whereby I went to a friend who I felt like she had everything figured out. She had a business running, she had a husband and a child, but to her, she felt like she's not there yet. She still feels like she needs to have a higher purpose. And you see, what that taught me is that we do not have it figured out, and just because you're seeing people excel in one thing does not necessarily mean that they are happy. Just focus on your own journey, your own growth, your own lane, and water your grass instead of looking at the other people. So the other thing, of course, is to remember that you are not alone. You are not alone, and the way to do this is, of course, to reach out to other people. I have had these instances whereby we were talking about life in our 20s, and you actually find out that everyone is struggling with this, and when you know that at least you're not alone, then it gives you a sense of it's not that bad, or you're just not alone, and it's not unexpected. This is something that happens, and when it's happening to you, just figure out ways in which to solve it and move forward, instead of just feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like the world has come crashing on you. The other thing to do is to, of course, take responsibility. Take responsibility for your own life. It can be really easy to blame other people. You can blame how your parents raised you in a toxic environment, an abusive environment. You can blame your exes. You can blame the education system. Of course, it may make you feel better at that moment, but does it really help your life? So instead, just take responsibility over your own life. Look at the parts that you have played in what has happened and what you can do to now move along, because you're no longer a child and there is no adult that is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you and no one owes you anything. You have to run and grab the opportunities. The other thing is to, of course, ask for help. There may be that person that, of course, we are saying they may be accomplished in one area or another, and this is something that you may be struggling with. So you can even compare notes, ask them what worked for them, so that you can be able to put this into action and see if it improves your life. So it's okay to ask for help. Don't feel like you're weak or you are a loser just because you're failing in one area. Many people who have excelled actually are really proud to share what has worked for them and to share ideas with you that can actually help in the long run, instead of suffering alone and trying to figure it out alone. And lastly, of course, this is something that I cannot fail to mention. If you are really struggling, you can't seem to figure it all out, and you see that this is actually affecting your life so that you're unproductive and inactive and you cannot really move forward, always seek for professional help. And that is why people like me are here to help you. Just know that you don't have to go through it alone. You can get help and you can get ways to cope with this adulting so that you can be able to hack it. So that is it from me. What I'm saying is adulting can be hard, but there are ways to cope with it, because at the end of the day, the moment you reach adulting, you cannot go back and you just have to leave it. So remember to like this video. Please comment if you can relate. Just write I can, so that everyone can know that they are not in this alone. And please share with your loved ones and everyone you feel like may get help through this. And please don't forget to subscribe because it is free. Remember that mental health is for everyone, and until next time, bye bye. Thank you for joining me.